Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Michelle at Divine's Purpose. If you're new, I am a clairvoyant, a shadow worker, an intuitive healer that does past life regression work and so much more. If you are returning, what is poppin', my loves? I'm jumping on to do a reading for Divine Masculines. This $100 bill that is Canadian has been left on my desk. And the reason why I want to show it is because I want you guys to really understand that you are what you deserve. And if you deserve to be multimillionaires, creating beautiful healing through this planet and really stepping into what you are promised, I desire this for you. So may this come to you 20 to 50 times fold, and I hope that you receive it, because there is a brand new beginning here. Divine Masculines, what is poppin', my loves? You know, this is a very heavy energy for you after that full moon in Scorpio, isn't it? So I want to tap into your guides to see what is happening and what messages we have for you today for your healing. Please call in Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron to assist me, and any ascended masters that would like to come in for Divine Masculines. So we have a few that flipped over, but I'm going to just take the top one as I'm being guided to. So we have the new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. You know, it's really beautiful because there is a lot of balancing out here, and the balancing has to do with your heart more than anything, Divine Masculines. You might not be feeling this right now, or you might be feeling this. What I'm feeling for you very strongly is that new moons are about new starts, and this is understanding that you've been pushing away some love, emotions, and some of you are feeling it. There's like this lower energy that's coming from the lower chakras that's rising up into your heart, and you're finally feeling it again. And some of you are embracing it, and then some of you are terrified by it because you've never felt this, or you don't know what this feels like, kind of like the ocean of these waves. So let me step into some oceanic tarot to really clarify this energy, and I will get 4 from these specific decks and continue as I'm led to. But yeah, you guys have definitely some new love happening. You know, a lot of Divine Masculines were living in a very artificial heart space. They didn't really know what true love was. A lot of them have tapped into old timelines through, you know, the addictions, the codependency, the toxic behaviors. I'll link up the previous videos so you can see what I'm referring to. But this is understanding that here's the waves that I was telling you about. Some of you are really experiencing this in not the best way. It's because you haven't surrendered, and I will continue once I'm going. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Under the deck, I would like you to know, is the Empress. I felt it in my hand because of this. Your Divine Feminines are on your mind, or energetically you're feeling your Divine Feminine. So if you're part of the Twin Flame journey in Divine Feminines, if you're watching, and I know you are, listen, just keep doing you. Live your life in abundance, as you know the video has started, because there's some really new shifts for you. If you desire to have the Divine Feminine reading, I will be linking it up at the Divine Feminine Club a little later today, as this is for Divine Masculines. But Divine Masculines, you know, you have an Empress that is leading you forward, and there's a lot of emotion surfacing through this. Well, duh, you're part of the Twin Flame journey, you know. This is a divine connection. No matter how much you fight it, no matter how much your ego wants to deny her. The thing is, when you deny her, you deny yourself, and vice versa. And this is coming into a place of balancing. God is coming in to balance these energies because there's so many things that you had to release to come into a place of truth. Queen of Swords. This is about resilience. This is the queen that gives it to you straight. No chaser, Divine Masculines. But you know what? A lot of you Divine Masculines need this type of energy because your ego is so strong. Your pride is so strong. You really need to have this real conversation and real clarity of what's happening. And I feel like you're receiving it in this energy through the Tower. So the Tower is a divinity card, and it's also came out with the Chariot, which I will discuss. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot of Scorpio energy, and I'm feeling a lot of destruction. And then I'm also feeling some Cancer energy from the Chariot. But with this is understanding the emotions. You know, you really have to tap back into your emotions, Divine Masculines, for this new romantic cycle to begin. You might feel like you're drowning. You might feel like you don't really know what's happening. And if this is for you, my love, it's because you haven't balanced this energy. The Two of Pentacles is really about balancing and juggling in the physical world. It says options here. But the thing is, it's like the option is twofold. One is to you know, receive and really honor your journey as a twin flame, which majority of you have been really pushing away. And the second is to receive your actual love, like to receive the love from God. You know, stop pushing it away. You know, this is really beautiful because this is exactly what divine masculines are going through right now. And divine feminines, again, you know, we've been through this energy before, and please send the love and your support to your divine masculines no matter where you guys are on your journey, because there is something being pushed forward. It's like divine's coming in to push your ass forward, divine masculines. You know, we always talk about free will, and yeah, you do have free will. But you know what, at the end of the day, it's like you also are a divine masculine with a specific mission and purpose here. And divine has chose you for something really epic. And your divine feminine, most of you have already been sitting on your throne in that clarity and the truth and understanding it and speaking it. Divine masculines, you're being pushed forward. No matter how much you want to resist it because of your fear. It's really fear-based, to be honest with you. You could put up a front all you want. It's fear-based. And the thing is, you know, there is this brand new beginning here, but there had to be some balancing through this emotional place. So what I'm going to do is step into my shadows and see what this is in regards to. I believe this is like the dark mirror. Atonement. Look at the swords. Look at this. Like, this is no joke. This is an ending. To me, this reminds me of the 10 of Swords. Like, that painful ending. Divine masculines, you are definitely going through something. Like, it's not a joke. It's nothing to be funny. Like, we've been through this. Ascension is not easy. You know, to understand that you're really being called to really kill off everything that you have been in your life is a huge, huge responsibility. This is you really putting an ending to what no longer serves you. Oh, look at this. Today for tomorrow. There's the aspect of, you know, your journey and understanding that you're not alone in this. There's someone holding your hand. And this is a number 5. So this is a 4. So this is the divine masculine number. And this is number 5. See the progression? She's standing here all by herself. Really, you know, with the swords on her back. Really understanding that this is it. Her hands are kind of like surrendering with water. I know you can't see it, but I'm going to describe it to you. Because there's a purification here. Like there's no accidents. There's water here and water here. You know, the fire and the water element, that's very strong. I'm laughing because that resonates with my journey. And here's that full moon aspect today to tomorrow. Like, you might be feeling this weight today, but tomorrow you'll understand something more clearer. You'll understand that someone's been guiding you and holding your hand the entire way. And there's 2 here. So it's like understanding of you're not really alone in this, and someone else is here with you. I hate when this card comes out, but it came out. So I'm going to finish with that. I'm not pulling any more shadows, I mean. Envious gluttony. Number 9. This is probably the most toxic card in the deck. And, you know, there is a dark aspect of you, divine masculines, that have been hidden for so long. But this energy right here is really to showcase you in a light that you've been trying to hide from forever. This could be even seeing yourself for once in this energy and not liking it, or actually being exposed. But this has to do with that toxic, envious energy that is really low and really demonic. But what I'm picking up here, that it's an ending for that. So to those of you who've been feeling envious or jealous in any aspects of your journey, this is the time that you take responsibility and really put an end in that shit. But to do that, there's going to be a little bit of uncomfort and probably disgust. I'm being told to read it so you can understand the reasoning why. So first of all, the stage of this card is denial. Going to the edge of the raven, savoring the idea of letting go all restraint. So this is when you can also put in the aspect of ending your life. And people hate when I talk like that, but at the same time, it's like physically, that's one aspect, but spiritually, this is the energy of death. Therefore, there is a rebirth. The rebirth is there's a new cycle beginning. So please follow me and take it as it resonates, okay? There is a hunger sleeping just under the surface, like an animal lurking, going dark. This card is not just dark, it is unpleasant, sickly, disgusting. The difference in the how we feel in front of a vampire as opposed in front of writhing bugs. It's not an excuse me, it's not an existential darkness that we can paint of romance, drama, and subtle anguish. It is a raw, primal, reeking of rotting stench. You could tell I'm having a hard time reading it because the energy of it it grosses me out. But, you know, this is why I am led to read it. So let's continue. It feels like there is a darkness, and in that black landscape, there is a hole leading to an even greater darkness. And that is calling. The urge is pressed down every time, played with, toyed with, treated like something that doesn't belong here. It's like rolling in the mud, bringing out the twisted, refreshing feeling of demeaning oneself. The key is that we don't want to recognize the depth of the envy and the anger. We casted it out of ourselves, and now it's truly a parasitic monster. Impossible to accept as something that came out of ourselves. What if we bring light to the pitch dark well? What if the scary monster is just a scrawny, starved feeling? What if it's just a little thing dark as tar, indeed, but to be sorry of, not to be feared? So I love that Spirit led me to read this, even though it was difficult for me to read, because this is a feeling of the mud, the tar that a lot of people are dealing with in the collective, especially as divine masculines. This is really looking at your darkest, deepest secrets and your darkest, deepest self. And, you know, you might be hiding this, but really it's understanding that you have to just forgive yourself and be sorry, because what it is a past energy that no longer is resonant with your journey. So, you know, just remember, divine masculines, this is shadow work, and this is understanding that no matter what has occurred in your past, and if it's still facing you in the present, one dark hole after another, is that you actually are choosing to see it that way versus actually taking the responsibility, putting an ending on it, understanding that you're being led to do something else, and just complete it with forgiveness. You know, God has only two messages: I love you, forgive. I love you, forgive. I love you, forgive. And this is when you have to really take the responsibility to forgive, okay? This is what's happening in that tar energy, in the mud, in the dark. So, divine masculines, you know, I pray for you if you do resonate with this, and I pray that you see your light, and I pray that you understand that this was meant to happen for you to really step into your own divinity and claim what is yours. Because, you know, it's so funny, I wasn't going to pull this card, but this just popped up, the sun. You deserve the happiness, and the sun is the masculine energy. This has to do with fulfillment, inner child, love, happiness, you know, your dreams coming true. It really does. And that's just Spirit's way of telling me that this energy right here, as hard as it is and disgusting as it is, you have to take the responsibility and move forward. So I'm going to close out here with some other messages for you to really understand what's coming forward. Invisible. Here he is, the warrior. I'm happy this came out. And letting go. Okay. Underneath is my number 47, individuality. This has to do with your own self and your own journey, divine masculines. But the invisible card, here is the well. We're getting a lot of messages understanding that, you know, the divine feminine is the water of the well. And it's understanding that, you know, she's always been the one to really lead you forward. You know what, my loves? I apologize. This is not a well. This is a mirror. I don't know why I got well. Okay, listen. It's not a well, but what I just said does resonate, so just take it as it resonates for you. But what I want to tell you is this, is that you're having a hard time looking in the mirror right now, and you are trying to be invisible in this energy. 16 is a 7. 7 plus 9 is a 16. 16 might resonate with you for that number. But just understand that if you're trying to be invisible, if you don't want to see yourself because you're ashamed, you got to go through whatever this is. I feel a very dark energy here, and I pray that you release it. I really do. And this is definitely shadow work, but this is also, I believe, letting go of demonic energies and parasites, like this card mentioned, that has to go because there are in you. It's very true. But you're being led to be the warrior that you are. You know, number 2, that divine warrior. I love this card because you can see it in his eyes. You know that he's been through something, but you know that he knows something. And, You know, your mission here is to really get out of this energy and really step into love. This is what this energy is. And you know, what's happening behind the scenes is a balancing act through the motion of letting go of this, letting go of your old, and allowing yourself to be the butterfly, to surrender it all and transform. You know, the butterfly represents transformation. 22, this also has to do with union. You know, there's a lot of twin flame energies in this divine masculine, but there's also a lot of darkness. So you know what, if you're feeling it right now, whatever it is, I do ask that you sit down and get on your knees and pray and allow God to really release this energy for you, because the thing is, only God is going to save you from this energy, because you're being called forward to release it and to surrender it to something else. Please take that as it resonates to you, but you remember God first in everything, and you are a divine masculine, therefore divinity is yours. Claim it if you desire to. Please don't get caught up in this energy. Don't get stuck here. You know you've already been stuck in this energy. I feel like you're feeling it, man. Like, even me, like I feel it on my neck and my shoulders. I feel like my back is heavy, and you guys must be feeling that too. So I'm sending you guys love. I really am. What else? I feel like I'm done. It's kind of a yucky read, isn't it? But you know what? We have good days, we have bad days, and everything is meant to happen for a reason. So I hope that, you know, you take it as it resonates to you, and please understand that you're being led forward no matter what. No matter what, you're being led forward. I'm being called to do an energy oracle card to finish off with. So let me finish this up for you guys. The garden and the gate. Yep. Cornucopia. Yeah, you know, here comes your divine feminine, you know, and strategy. Okay. 3, 3, 2. 11, really, and then walking away. Another 9. Okay, this energy, my loves, is your divine feminine coming in strongly to tell you that she is walking away from this gate because she's being led forward as well. That is very, very true in this energy. So for you who are twinners and you understand your divine feminine is energetically helping you heal and helping you come forward with obviously God and the ancestors and the spirit guides. She's being called to open up this gate and walk out and continue on her path without you, because there is something promised to her because she's done the work. This is the aspect of the money that I put on the table, meaning like, you know, you are doing the work, you're going to be rewarded with this brand new beginnings. And a lot of divine feminines are coming into having not only abundance and understanding that she is allowed to have all this and more. There's also romantic energies that are coming for divine masculine. So, you know, be ready for that. If you do desire to be with your divine feminine, you know, you have to be led the way you're led. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're all grown, but there's definitely a strategy that's happening behind the scenes. You're writing things, you're journaling, even writing to her. There's something in regards to this energy. You know, it's so cute how the divine has put me in an aspect of really dark energy, but when there is a romantic cycle beginning, are you the one coming in that romantic cycle, or or is someone else coming in? Look at that. Archangel Raphael, the heart space. Yeah, here's another number 11, my loves. Divine masculines, you know, you might not be seeing this right now, but a lot of you are actually going to be going after your divine feminines, as you should. She's your divine feminine for a reason, should. You know, manifest what you desire, divine masculines, because the abundance is yours. And trust me when I tell you, when you get to 11s with that heart space that I told you about, that a lot of divine masculines were living in a very artificial heart. All of this is happening for you to step back into your divinity. You're here to be sacred, you're here to be holy, and you're here to be in the heart space. This is the centered energy of the 7 chakras. This is the center, so you can balance out the lower and the higher and really live in purpose and mission, and to be in this cornucopia energy of divine, of pleasure, of such beautiful things. You know, that butterfly has flown out from the hands, and oh, where is it? The butterfly has flown out in these hands to the warrior, and the warrior is going to meet here. That's what I'm picking up. So To those of you who resonate, please press like. I pray that you guys are doing well. If you do desire your own shadow healing session, please contact me. If you are definitely in this shadowy place, you should definitely, contact somebody for help. Please don't let pride and ego stop you, because there is an aspect here that's going to be a little bit more challenging for you, and it's time for you to be pushed forward and release all of this so you can step into what's really coming forward to you. All right, so many blessings to you in your journey, my loves.